right, to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56. It's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Darnold on first down. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Darnold from the gun. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Off of play action, Darnold. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. A give running right, Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Newton takes it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from a yard out. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
SEC violation.
No doubt.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A gain of 6 there on first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now it's Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Darnold gets this to McCaffrey, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Darnold completes it, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great great time to dial one up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play fake, and it's Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Darnold. To the right side and complete to Thomas. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Draw play. Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Darnold now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him in sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. To throw is Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Darnold. Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Newton on first down. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. From the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Once more, Gibson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing on third down, Newton. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the red zone now, Newton. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here. Off of play action, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Darnold dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Back to throw, Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Dan Arnold there to make the grab. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now Newton on 1st down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington! Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now it's Darnold. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Darnold from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Panthers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing again is Darnold. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Panthers 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but Obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From the 39, Darnold. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. To throw is Darnold. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall there to make the grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Gibson again. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And Newton's going to keep it. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2 yards is the pickup, and Washington going to have a first down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he's got some space here. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Panthers 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it is under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Darnold. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes